Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spotlight. My name is Benson. Today's topic is an interesting one. I want to support Kipchumba Murkomen. I think this is the first time I might be supporting people from UDA. I've been supporting Azimio all along, and for the first time I've seen something positive. Kipchumba Murkomen has stood up as one of the best nominees William Ruto has chosen as one of his members of the cabinet. This guy came up with a very good idea, the idea to sort out our roads.
The Speaker, on the use of technology on traffic, and particularly in the city here, already there is a pilot project that is being done by KURA, Kenya Urban Roads Authority. And NTSA is working also on Transport Integrated Management System. I will tell you something very astonishing, Mr. Speaker, and shocking actually. In one of the cameras they installed in one of the corners, I'll not say where, in Nairobi, they established that per day, the camera records 300 offenses. One camera, but it's in a roundabout, so there are 4 cameras. All the 4 cameras each record 300 offenses. And of the 300 offenses, Mr. Speaker, they are about, the fine goes up to 3,000. If you calculate the amount of money raised from those 4 cameras, it comes to 1.2 billion, Mr. Speaker, in a year. That's one roundabout. What we are going to do, and this is not something we're imagining, it's already being worked by KURA, and NTSA is also working. We will bring them together. We will make sure that this technology is put across all the roads, our urban roads to start with, and the highways. Then, Mr. Speaker, we will remove police from the road. It will be the smart technology we are using. The ePOLICE, the ePOLICE will work.
Let me tell you guys, in developed countries, and I hope Kenya, and I hope they'll implement that idea, because Kenya will be on another level. People don't drive like mad people in developed countries. Here, you will suffer. I'm saying here because I'm in Australia, sorry guys. So you will suffer dearly if you make mistakes, because they've got something they call demerit points. Like for example, in Australia, you are given like 12 points when you get a license. And when you start driving and you make a mistake, you lose points based on the severity of the mistake you've made.
Victorian motorists are being slugged by the second at speed and red light cameras across the state, with some calling it highway robbery. Exclusive government documents reveal just how much we're paying. Laura Turner joins me live with the details. Laura, these really are quite startling figures.
Good evening, Pete. Yes, they are. Motorists are paying tens of millions of dollars in speed and red light camera fines. We lodged a Freedom of Information request for these figures and have been waiting 6 months for them to be released. When we finally received the documents, there were pages and pages of detail on exactly where we're being stung and by how much. Some arguing it is for all the wrong reasons. A day in the life of an almost $9 million asset. To some, the cameras are not flashing danger signs, but dollar signs.
It's just a rolling money box. I've called them piggy banks on poles.
Freedom of Information documents revealing Victorians paid $86 million in mobile speed camera fines in a 12-month period and $140 million for red light camera infringements.
Like if you go through, you cross the red lights and the camera gets you, those are 3 demerit points and you'll get a fine of about $400. Calculate that, guys. You will suffer dearly, about 30,000 Kenya shillings. If Kipchumba Murkomen introduces that, and in this video, I want us to look at some of the positives and the negatives, of course, not per se negatives, but the challenges he might face if he decides to implement that. The positives, positive number 1, definitely corruption on our roads will go down. There's too much corruption from our traffic police and the way they benefit on the roads. You all know that. So number 2, they'll introduce demerit points, as I said. So if you keep losing your demerit points, we will keep eliminating those rogue drivers from the roads, and we'll have the best drivers on the roads, those who are careful and they know what they are doing. And then, of course, there'll be order and sanity on the roads. He said he wants to start with Nairobi, according to his statement. My brother drove me in Nairobi. I won't mention his name. He drove me in Nairobi, and I just did like this. What? How are you guys surviving? And of course, that's why I used to drive. I was actually, I think, even worse than him. But that is the only thing that can bring sanity in our roads, because we overlap, we do all manner of things. Imagine something so small, like it's even worse when it rains. The challenges is likely to face. Now, okay, before I go to the challenges, another positive thing, this thing might end up reviving companies like Postal Corporation, because they'll be sending you, the way it works here, if you get a demerit point or you have an issue on the road, so they send that through Australian Post, they send you your ticket through the post office, and you get it on your address. So in Kenya, I'm not sure how it's going to work. Probably they try and send the fines to your phone or something, because the addresses, most people don't have addresses. I don't know how he's going to get some of these offenders. And so if it works, that means we need to mark the addresses where these people come from, and it might work best with the SACCO, I think. For example, Umoina SACCO, if they are the ones who made that mistake, or their car or one of their matatu, it's so easy to get them. But now a private car and probably someone who has traveled from up country, they've come to Nairobi, they make a mistake and phew, they've gone. How are you going to get them? Those are some of the challenges he's likely to face. But with time, it is something that will work, and definitely it will help bring sanity. Guys, that is the spotlight. If you found something interesting in this channel, kindly consider subscribing, and thank you so much to the subscribers. May God bless you, and see you in the next video. Guys, kwaheri.